Hi, my name's Brett Jones, and I'm an educational psychologist and motivation scientist at Virginia Tech. And today I'm going to answer the question, what advice do I have for new researchers who might be starting out in the field of education? And I've been researching myself for over 20 years, and I've published several books. I have published over 90 research articles. And so people will say, hey, what advice do you have for me? I'm just starting out. And a lot of times what you hear is people will say, well, research what you're interested in, which is great advice. And if you can do that, that's super. I think that is important, but it's also important to research something that's a problem. So what is the problem that you're trying to solve? And is anyone else interested in that problem? Because if you're the only one that's interested in this problem, you're going to have a hard time getting funding, and you're going to have a hard time getting your research results published because no one cares. So the first advice I would give you would be to research something that is a problem that people are interested in solving. That's number one. The second thing then is to read everything you can about it. What does the research say about it? A lot of times students will tell me, well, we don't know anything about this. Well, a lot of times it's that they don't know anything about this, but that other people know a lot about it. Or maybe other people know a little bit about it, and it's not that well researched yet. But either way, you have to figure out what people know about it. Because if you start back, 5 years ago, even 2 years ago, or 10 years ago, where other people had already looked at this problem, and you're looking at what they looked at back then, you're gonna have a hard time getting published. Because we already know that. People will say we already know that. When in fact we might not already know that. And in fact I really like replication studies, and I think they're really important. So I personally think we need more of that. But the perception will be that we already know that. So you have to know the literature, know what's out there, and then build on top of it and figure out where you're going to take it from there. So having a good problem is important. Reading everything is important. I don't know what the third thing is exactly. There's a bunch of different things you can do to be successful. One is to get in a research team that's already doing this, or work with someone that already knows something about your area so that you can fit in and get a mentor. And it's really important to have somebody that you can work with and who's ahead of you that can help you. I never had that so much, and so I had to figure a lot of stuff out on my own, which is beneficial because I learned a lot from it. And I've gotten a lot of rejections from journals over the years. But I've improved because of it, and I've gotten better, and now I'm to the point where I know how to write a research article, and I know how to get it accepted, and I know what good research is. So I've learned through the process, but if you can have a mentor that can help you with that along the way, definitely do that. And as a doctoral student, you always want to take advantage of working with professors whenever you can. You'll find that some professors will do things one way, others will do it another way. I have my own way of doing things. It's not the only way. It works for me. You can learn some things from me, you'll learn some things from other professors, and you take and pick and choose the best in what works for you. So that's my main advice. Find a good problem, read about it, work with someone who knows about it if you can, and if you can't, try to figure out what the problems are, start small, do some studies, and build on it and see where it goes from there. And you may not know exactly where you're going to end up 10 years from now, and that's okay. That's part of the process. That's what you're trying to do, is to research and see where this can lead you. So I hope that this gives you a few ideas, and if you have any questions, let me know. And my information is at www.themusicmodel.com. Thank you and good luck.